r/black PR Twitter. Client 12 says. All this because a kid wanted a new friend? Included photo. Brainson Thabasquiat says. Must have been just a couple more bad apples. How many bad apples before you throw out the whole harvest? Yalkstrippin says. Imagine supposedly having a job, but not having shit to do within a 500-mile radius around you, so you go harass a 9-year-old girl. That is the state of the American law enforcement people. Brainson Thabasquiat says. That's too generous. They have plenty of shit to do around them, but they wanted to do this more. Neat Philosopher 873 says. They taught her a lesson, alright. I bet she'll never forgive or trust any of those entities ever again, and she shouldn't. Omicron Alfarius says. Then you to learn a valuable lesson today. Cops don't help. Ash Williams, Ash vs Evil Dead. Grep Michaels says. To make matters worse, she legally could back out of the contractual agreement because she is a minor and can't even legally consent to the type of contract that she violated. This was a civil matter, at best a contractual violation, and the goat shouldn't have just been summarily executed. There was no due process, just cops wanting to justify their existence and kill something. Anything. r/black PR Twitter. Him just threw at a Doma job says. And they had the audacity to name him Wheezy Mans. Was doomed from the start. Included photo. Jewoods 2636 says. Tuberculosis is better than an uncle that would kill his own brother so he could be king. Lion King writers were worst. r/black PR Twitter. Zulumus says. If you don't take your shot, you don't end up in the big leagues. Included photo. Add Psychological 7926 says. Cling peaches in heavy syrup. John Meeks 1974 says. When did they start serving cake at baseball games? Take me out to the ball game. Bubbly_satisfaction 2 says. Even my asexual ass is interested in the identity of the woman. Darbank Marker says. Megan Thee Stallion. YI Luigi says. Mayo Ubro knew what he was doing with that hand placement. Mercant Marks says. My guy put to heart you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. No above the waist nonsense, just took the ass touch chance. Electronic Fee 4831 says. I saw it and was like nah he ain't just grab it on TV, I was wrong. Jenny Beckman says. Only appropriate reaction TBF. Electronic Fee 4831 says. Why do men do this? Why do they feel they have a right to cop a feel? It's disrespectful, laugh and dehumanizing. r/black PR Twitter. Brathanagad says. Let me just snooze real quick. Included photo. Sprinkles Difficult 76 says. I started setting my alarm for 6:20 AM instead of 6 AM SMH. Ordained Fury says. I look at this like a cost-benefit analysis. It takes me 11 minutes on average to fall asleep. It also takes me 40 minutes to begin feeling the effects of that sleep. So unless I have at least 51 minutes, it doesn't make sense to try and fall back asleep. I'd rather use that extra time to slug my way around the house as I remember how to exist while getting ready. Fatty Banton says. I read about sleep cycles and how it's better to just get up when you wake up unless you have enough time to complete a whole cycle. Article said that waking up in the middle of one leaves you feeling all groggy and worse than if you'd just gotten up in the first place. Dono Gaming says, I'm so glad I have a job where I can show up a little later, no one cares. Maya Tony says, that 15-minute snooze feels like 12 more hours. r/black PR Twitter. Kelmo7 says, smile in your face all the time just to make it through the day. Included photo. Substantial Contest 9 says, and they wonder why the percentage of black workers who would rather work remotely is higher than nearly all other groups. Brock Case Norton says, I dig The Office, frick, Eri don't stop. SMH. Nickel says, every day. Cardo00 says, man facts, keep their jobs, keep their sanity. Mercant Marx says, I think most people also do fake smiles at work. Crunks Zoo says, I'm not black, but the amount of times I've had to cringe because some 50-plus-year-old white person keeps calling Shumela, Shumela or some other awful pronunciation, even after she corrected them twice, makes me understand this tweet. It's not only white folks, but it's absolutely a white folks trait to just put your foot in your mouth all the way to the heel and act like it's no big deal you just walking around offending people. Gothine Silver says, jobs. Try day-to-day life. r/black PR Twitter. Wavooguy29 says, you literally cannot make up the current affairs. Included photo. Amnesiac2323 says, it all began with Trump winning, was never supposed to happen, and split the timeline in two. We're on the bad side of the split, haha. Muradix out for Haram says, hard agree. 2016 was when everything took a turn for record worse, and it's just been shit since. Super Event 3264 says, it was the shooting of Haram at the Cincinnati Zoo that disrupted the timeline. Muradix out for Haram says, completely agree. Feel like I'm living a perpetual April Fool's every day in America. Smarty McNugget says, the world's on fire, animals are going extinct, women are soon to be getting death sentences for abortions, drag queens are getting banned throughout the damn country, kids are still dying in school before learning algebra, etc. I seriously think we need to bring 2020 protests back bigger and better than before. If the French can do their Revolution 2.0, then I believe we have the mental fortitude to do something else about this. Gestures at, frick, I'm everything. r/black PR Twitter. Him just threw at a Doma job says, a league of their own could never. Included photo. Potential Regular 78 says, she even looks good in old to me black and white. Top tier queen. Slim Daddy 93 says, LMAO, this is amazing. We should start recreating inventors of things with all modern day black icons, since they wanna start burning books and erasing history. Let's start fresh. Daydream Nightmare says, Nikola Tesla? Mercant Marx says, 1744 dude looked up Wikipedia. That's good research. Finial Kraken says, I'm sorry, Brit here. Why do I keep seeing this woman on my feed? H-Town Down says, because she's very attractive. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. r/black PR Twitter. Kelmo7 says, have to be wiped down before you jump up. Included photo. Plateau Gamma says, cats are cleaner than people. DMND_hand says, IDK what kinda PPL you chill with? Secret Nephew says, probably the kind of mother, frick, has been getting called out all over here for not wiping their asses. That's a problem my cat doesn't have. Muir dicks out for Haram says, I have a pet-free house, so it's nice to not have to deal w this lol. I can see why people wanna cuddle with their pets though, but the cleanup would drive me insane. Scythe Guy says, I have complex nocturnal visual hallucinations. Basically a fancy way of saying I see crazy and usually scary shit when I wake up or as I'm falling asleep. Stuff like scorpions and spiders crawling around my pillow. It's not related to my dreaming and I'm awake when they happen. Probably 1-2 times a week, more when I'm stressed. Having my dog on the bed helps me snap out of it quickly. If my dog isn't concerned about the snake that just crawled across my legs, that snake isn't there. Also I have significantly fewer incidents when I sleep with my dog on the bed. That's all for this video. Was it good? I know not, for I'm a robot. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. This video is the product of an automated process.